Welcome back to This is VANCOLOUR. My name is Mo Amir, and we've been showcasing some of the best local comedic talent that you will find at the Just for Laughs Vancouver Festival, running from now to February 25th. And we're going to wrap things up tonight with an accounting student who worked in banking. But you might recognize him from Canada's Got Talent or CBC's The New Wave of Stand-Up, one of the fastest rising stars that Vancouver has to offer. He is Ola Dada. Ola,
what up?
What a pleasure. Thanks for coming on the show tonight.
Thanks for having me.
So you were an accounting student. You worked in banking. Accountants not particularly known for being funny. So I guess the question is, can anyone do stand-up comedy?
Honestly, I think anybody can do stand-up comedy. It just depends what part of stand-up comedy you want to do.
How many parts are there?
Well, you could be a comedy agent, you could be a booker, you could be a writer, but I feel like a lot of people focus on just the performative aspect, which might not be some people's strong suit.
Right. But there is like a certain mechanics to comedy that you have to learn, even if you're quote unquote naturally funny, right?
Yes.
So that means anyone can do it, even boring accountants.
Well, you gotta be funny, man. I mean, you can get better at performing, but I don't know. I find it hard to say not anybody can do something. Well, it depends how much passion you have for it and how hard you're willing to work for it. That's what I'm going to leave it at.
And I'm asking you this because you're kind of an interesting case. You were this university student and you stumbled into stand-up. How did you make that jump or leap?
It was kind of like really slow, natural. I was out with some friends one time, and then prior to this, I didn't really know stand-up comedy happened in like spots outside of a Netflix special.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was like, oh man, I was just kind of curious. And then my friends and I went downstairs. There's a bunch of laughter, and then we were trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
And Susie Rossum, the person that runs that room, at that time, we asked her, she's like, what's going on? And she told us that it was a stand-up comedy show. All my buddies were trying to get me to go up there because I'm like the funny guy in the group at that time. And I asked the lady if I could go up. So
you went on stage on a dare or a bet, basically?
Yeah.
Okay, and then what happened?
Because the room, it wasn't crazy big. So like, it wasn't like daunting. So there was like 15 of us.
Yeah.
So, when we came in there, we had like a emerging essence, and I just roasted my friends in the crowd, just prior jokes and everything. And just, and I didn't have a bad set, my first performance. I was pretty drunk. I'm not going to lie. I had the liquid courage in me.
Okay.
And I just made fun of my friends the whole time.
So the accuracy of how you remember that night might be a little different than actually.
You know what? I might not have performed as well as I thought I did, but I did have a lot of charisma when I was done.
I love that. So are you still roasting your friends as part of your act, or have you matured beyond that?
Oh yeah, I've matured way past beyond that. But you're never too mature to make fun of your friends, though. You know what I mean?
No, they make for the best material.
Exactly. One of my best closes is about my buddy Mike.
I love that. That's so cool. And so that inadvertent transition onto stage to Canada's Got Talent, I mean, that was just a couple of years, right?
Yeah.
I had a lot of problems working at the banks when I started. I'd send emails to people, but no one would ever send it back to me. My Nigerian name caused so much problems, right? I would send so many emails, and I was thinking to myself, like, am I dumb? Like, am I stupid? Like, I know I have dyslexia, but I didn't know it was that bad, right? Like, till one day I sat down and looked at my own email, and I thought to myself, if I received an email from an Ola Mubarak Dada, I wouldn't even open that. No, I wouldn't. I'm like, nice try, you Nigerian prince, nice try.
What's the secret? I mean, so many people want to know.
Oh my God. I mean, you might.
It was the accounting background, right? Reading financial statements.
I think the work ethic my parents instilled in me, because on top of like, being in accounting, and when I realized I wanted to do stand-up comedy, I knew I didn't have that much time, because if I really wanted to tell my parents about it, I needed to like buckle down and like, have something to show for, like this is actually a viable option in terms of like a career choice for me. So that fire behind me kind of, it kept me like working really hard. Also, honestly, the Vancouver scene, there's so many funny people around me. So I've always been able to like, talk to whoever right next to me to like, hey, listen, how do I punch this up? Like what is it I can do to get better? Asking questions. And man, I was at a lot of open mics, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a lot of hard work, man.
And you have to eat sometimes.
Sometimes, a lot of times, man. Like I'm still eating shit right now. Like sometimes you go into a room and it's not landing the way you anticipate. And like, that's where you kind of learn how to gear shift or do certain things, to bring the energy back up. But yeah.
Well, as someone who also kind of inadvertently stumbled into a new career path, I can completely understand. Ola, I'm a big fan. So grateful that you're here tonight. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. folks, from Canada's Got Talent to This is VANCOLOUR, that was Ola Dada, and that's our show. Thank you so much to Just for Laughs Vancouver, Darcy Michael, Jeremy Bayer, Jacob Samuel, and Ola Dada for tonight's show. Make sure you go to jflvancouver.com to catch those folks and many, many others as part of the JFL Vancouver Festival from now until February 25th. And if you want more This is VANCOLOUR, find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Check Media's YouTube channel, and the Check Plus app. But for now, this is VANCOLOUR, and I'm Mo Amir, telling you that in a province where you can be anything, be colorful. Peace.